Hi everyone, my name is Jen. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be planning my Walt Disney World dream vacation. Basically a trip that I would go on right now if money was no object. Sadly, this isn't a real trip and it's only hypothetical. However, I am planning another trip and that is going to happen later this year in October. So if you don't want to miss the planning process and all the things that are involved with that trip, make sure you are subscribed, or, if you like talking all about Disney things, you are in the right place, so stick around. So let's have some fun and dive right into planning my dream vacation. La la la, sipping the coffee. The first thing that I always do when planning a trip to Walt Disney World is I like to decide on when I can go. Ideally, I would go in October or in the fall when all their Halloween stuff is going on, because I do love Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. It has one of my all-time favorite parades. The Boo to You parade is probably the best parade that I've ever seen at Disney World. So I just love the music and everything. The only thing about October is it's still during the hurricane season. If I'm spending all this money and planning my dream vacation, I don't want to be caught in a hurricane or a lot of rain. So other times of the year that I've gone are in the spring, like April. We used to go at the end of April all the time, and the weather was usually pleasant. It wasn't too hot. It wouldn't rain too much. So I think I'm going to plan my trip around those dates. So what I usually do, I will just go onto the Walt Disney World website and look at some dates, look at what's available. So in this case, I chose to go April 21st to the 30th. And I want to go for at least a week, maybe 10 days. So I'm going to plan this around a 10-day time frame. Where do I want to stay? When I'm looking at the resorts, there's just so many to choose from. And obviously I would want to stay at a deluxe resort. The Magic Kingdom resorts are nice. I mean, it is nice to be on the monorail and being super close to Magic Kingdom, and all the properties around there are really nice. Wilderness Lodge is amazing. Polynesian is really nice. Obviously, Grand Floridian is just incredibly beautiful. However, it is under a lot of construction right now, so I'm not going to want to stay there if I am going to be spending all this money and listening to construction all day. Same with Polynesian. Contemporary is, to me, I don't know, a little too boring. And Wilderness Lodge is kind of just being here in BC. I mean, I love British Columbia. I have been to BC a few times, and it's just gorgeous out there. It is lovely. But, I mean, Wilderness Lodge isn't where I want to be staying on my dream vacation. Where ideally would I want to stay? I think I would be going with Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, hear me out. I would want to stay there because The Lion King is one of my top ever Disney movies of all time. And I just love the culture, I love animals, and the whole atmosphere there just really fits the bill for me. Now, I know Animal Kingdom Lodge is kind of, far away from everything. It's only close to Animal Kingdom, but I'd be fine with that. I mean, you get far enough away, it's quiet, you have the whole savannah views, and you get to see live animals anytime you want, basically, and I just love the atmosphere there. I just think it's beautiful. I love all the restaurants there, Sanaa being one of my top ones. I know it's over at Kidani Village. Now, when I was looking at all the room types at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I came across some pretty amazing suites that they had there that I didn't even know they had, because obviously, I'm never really looking for these suites because I'm usually trying to travel on a budget and I want to go to Disney as cheaply as possible. But this time, oh my goodness, it's called the Royal Asante Suite. It is just gorgeous, and I had no idea it existed, basically, but it's this huge, I think it's 2 or 3 bedrooms. It has a full kitchen and a whole sitting area and just a gorgeous view. And it's funny too, actually, when I was trying to price out my dream vacation, I was trying to price out the Royal Asante Suite, but for some reason it wouldn't come up, and I tried a bunch of different dates as well because I thought, well, maybe it's sold out. But I didn't see it on the website anywhere, and I don't know if maybe it's called something else, or maybe it's the type of suite you have to call to book. But it was weird because if I looked at other resorts like Coronado Springs, for example, and their presidential suite, it would come up. I don't know, maybe it's just because I was only searching for 2 adults, or, and you can only book it if you have more than 2 adults. Sometimes room categories will do that. They'll, say you have to have a minimum number of people. But anyways, I digress. At Animal Kingdom Lodge, there are just a wide variety of room types, but obviously I'm going to want to stay in a room that has a savannah view, no question. and probably just go for club level, because why not? It includes all these amazing things. You know, you have like breakfast and snacks, and you get like drinks and alcohol stuff any like throughout the day. It's always out there for you, which is amazing. And then you have all these extra services, like people can help you do dining reservations and park reservations. And of course, I don't want to really think on my vacation now. Don't get me wrong, I do love to plan, but I mean, staying club level would just add that extra little special feeling to the whole trip. If I were to book, you know, a presidential suite or one of those like bigger, like 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom villas, it would just be like almost too much space for 2 people. I just feel like it'd be such a waste. I feel like having a 1-bedroom suite would be, you know, the ideal amount of room that we would need. So I decided at Animal Kingdom Lodge, I would stay at a 1-bedroom suite, Savannah View, club level. Now that price comes in at a modest $1,474 per night USD. Now for park tickets, I feel like I'd want to go to a theme park every day, but I don't think like my body would allow me to go to a theme park every day. We need some rest days in there. So I feel like having a 7-day ticket, so we could go to the parks for 7 days and then have 3 days of, you know, rest, enjoying the resort, relaxing, and then having the park hopper option will give us that much more flexibility to, you know, go to Magic Kingdom in the morning if we wanted to, and then Epcot in the evening. That's the option I would go with for park tickets. The dining plan. The dining plan will be returning in 2024. Of course, we're going to be adding that. And that I would go with the regular Disney dining plan. So then, you know, you'd have a quick service and a table service per day and lots of snacks, and it's all included. So then I don't have to worry about, you know, paying extra for meals while I'm there. So of course I'm going to be adding that. So let's have a look at what my total would be so far. So again, we're having the 1-bedroom suite, club level, Savannah View room at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the 7-day park hopper ticket, the regular dining plan, and also I decided I would add the memory maker, because why not have photos included, because, you know, that's just, you know, extra memories that you could have. So at the moment we'd be looking at a grand total of $18,533. It's just, you know, down payment on a house, it's fine. Since we will have the Disney dining plan, we of course would have to plan all of our meals, and there'd be a lot of eating on this trip. I remember a few years ago when my sister actually worked for Walt Disney World, I actually planned an entire trip around eating, and we would book multiple meals in a day. We would have like 2 lunches and 2 dinners, because I just wanted to experience as many restaurants as possible. But man, it was hard on our bodies. By the end of it, we were just so full and just so sick of food. So probably wouldn't do that again. I you know, wouldn't go too crazy. Me and Alex, we are big foodies. We always like to experience, you know, all the different restaurants whenever we travel. But of course, in Disney, absolutely, we would be doing all the things. So first and foremost, since we're staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, we would of course eat at all the restaurants that are there. We would do Chico, we would do Boma, and we, of course, would do Sanaa. Other ones that we would do for sure would be like California Grill. We would want to book it for dinner time, right around the time that the fireworks would be happening. So that would be a definite thing to do. I don't know if we would do that many character experiences. Like, I love the characters, but I always find it's kind of awkward to, you know, be trying to eat and then have the character interaction at the same time. And a lot of the time they're very loud. Like Crystal Palace is pretty loud, Chef Mickey's is very loud, and Tusker House is really, really loud. So I don't know if we would necessarily want to do character experiences. We might save that just to, you know, meet and greet at a different time. Would we go to Victoria and Albert's? That is a good question. Victoria Albert's is one of the, you know, fanciest restaurants on Disney property. I haven't had the opportunity to go, but from what I've seen, you know, from reviews and other videos that I've watched, it just looks lovely. I suppose if we were in the mood to be fancy, we could probably book it. I mean, California Grill is already kind of fancy, not as fancy as Victoria and Albert's, but these chef's table at Victoria and Albert's, that's the ticket. That's where we would want to go for sure. Oh, I'd probably go back to Le Cellier. Le Cellier is nice. I've had many a good meal there, and I would definitely go back there. Let's see what else. At Hollywood Studios, we would, of course, go to Oga's Cantina. We didn't get to experience a lot of like the Star Wars area of Galaxy's Edge when we were there on our last trip, because we unfortunately got sick, and we still pushed through, we still went. If you wanted to see what that day was like, I will leave a link to the Disney vlogs down below, or I could, you know, flag them up here for you to watch once you're done watching this video. But yeah, we ended up getting sick, so we didn't really eat anything at all when we were at Hollywood Studios, unfortunately. So we would definitely want to try all the things at Galaxy's Edge. Oh, Topolino's, of course. We would want to go to Topolino's. I would want to go back, or I would want to go to, because that was also another restaurant we did not get to try on our last trip. And it can be, you know, on the pricier side, not necessarily like super expensive, but it would be a very nice experience, and I would definitely want to try that. And anything else on here? Oh, Wine Bar George would be nice. Oh, Yachtsman's Steakhouse. I've never eaten at Yachtsman's. It looks really, really nice as well. And of course, we would want to do a dessert party. So we would have the prime viewing reserved area. Or we could also do like one of those boat experiences. I know you can do like a fireworks cruise. That would be really cool to do as well. You know, Disney has so many restaurants, man. Like you really are spoiled for choice when you are going to dine anywhere at Walt Disney World. You just have so many options. I think that would be all the dining experiences I would want to do. Once I have all of the like basics ironed down, like the resort and the tickets and my food is taken care of now, how are we going to get around? Now, I did consider like thinking about renting a car while we would be there, but I mean, if this is my dream vacation, I don't want to be stressing about driving myself around, so why not get somebody else to do it? And in that case, minivans. Minivans are amazing. I've always wanted to try them. I actually haven't had the opportunity to try them just because, you know, they are a bit more expensive than standard Uber, but they just look so fun, and the drivers always seem so pleasant, and they're just very friendly. And the nice thing about the minivans is they actually, like, for example, at Magic Kingdom, they're the only rideshare service that can actually come into the front. Whereas the regular Ubers, they have to go to the transportation and ticket center to drop you off. So yeah, minivans kind of, you know, have that door-to-door service sort of thing. And then add-ons. While we're in Disney World, there's already so much to do, but we have 10 days, right? And we're not going to be going to a theme park every day. We're going to have 3 rest days. So why not just fill that with more stuff to do? There are lots of tours and extra experiences that you can arrange. And I would, of course, want to be doing this for my dream vacation. And one of those things would be to book a VIP tour. These tours look incredible. You're basically with your own guide and you just go around the theme park. It can be like any theme park of your choosing. I don't know if you can do multiple theme parks in a day, but I guess if you have a ticket that allows you, like the Park Hopper, you probably could. But they give you like front of the line, you skip all the lines and you get taken around and you get to learn more information about the park that you might not necessarily know about, and you have, you know, this Disney cast member taking you around the whole time, and it would just feel extra special. So of course I'd be booking one of those. I think they cost somewhere like between $400 to $900 per hour. So yes, that would be costing an extra pretty penny, but hey, why not, right? The other special experiences that I would definitely want to do would be the Wild Africa trek at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It looks really cool. You get to do all these like obstacle courses, and well, not really obstacle courses, but it looks very adventurous, and it's, you know, around on the savannah where the Kilimanjaro Safaris is, and you're like going across bridges and learning all this different stuff about the animals, and it just looks so amazing. I really want to do that. And then of course, I would love to go horseback riding. I used to horseback ride when I was younger in my teens, and I did that for 6-7 years. I did showing and everything as well, so horses have really always been in my blood. And yeah, I would definitely book a horseback riding experience at Fort Wilderness. Another thing I would do for Alex is arrange a golf lesson. Back in our trip in December, we stayed at Old Key West Resort, and it was like right near the golf course, and Alex really wanted to go play. So in our dream ideal vacation, I would book him a private lesson experience and also a day at the golf course. He can go golfing, he could do, you know, private lesson. And me, well, I would probably want to go to the spa or something at like the Grand Floridian. That would be my spa day while Alex is off, you know, doing his golf thing. I would go through all the attractions that I would want to go on at each park as well, but I've already done like a whole ranking series on all the attractions at each theme park, and if you want to check that out, I will also leave them linked down below. So there you go. That is basically all the things that I would do on my dream vacation if I could, if money was no object. It would just be so much fun. It would be surreal. It would be a trip of a lifetime, that is for sure. I didn't even really get into flights. You know, I live in Canada, so usually, I mean, I could drive if I wanted to, but who would want to do that if, you know, this is my dream vacation? I would obviously fly. I mean, even book a private jet, because that would be amazing. Maybe one day it'll come true at some point in the, you know, not so distant future when I start making, you know, 6 figures. I mean, anything's possible. You never know, right? I hope you guys found this video interesting and fun. I really enjoyed going through and just planning these things and seeing what I could get, what I could potentially plan for a trip to Walt Disney World. If, you know, again, money was no object. It's a lot of fun. Cheers me up. I like to do it, you know, here and there sometimes when I'm bored. So I will be having more adventures coming your way. I have some exciting things happening for the month of August. And then, like I said before, we have a trip planned later this year in October. So all the things are starting to be planned for that one. And I'll be making some more videos all about the budget and the plans and, you know, the things that we've got going on, and I will be vlogging it all as well. So make sure you do not miss out on that. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what kind of trip you would plan if it was your dream vacation. Where would you stay? What would you do? That sort of thing. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I wish you all a magical day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.